Hey guys, how's it going? So today I'm going to show you guys my new updated bug out bag, well, survival pack and like day pack. So I did make a video about it, but I am always making improvements and I've improved a lot of stuff in this bag. And it stayed about the same weight, which is about 12 pounds, so it's exactly the same weight, but it is like completely different inside. So let's start looking at what is inside. Well, this bag, it's a Wii Sport Sparrow 30 liters, and I got it in black, scary tactical black, and it has compression straps all around it. It has 2 on each side, and it has 2 in the front, and it's a nice backpack. I love it a lot because I can keep everything nicely compressed. But I'm going to lay everything out here, and we're going to start checking out what is inside, because that's what really matters, not the outside. Okay, so here is everything laid out. So I put this into 2 sections. This is like the day pack. This is the survival kit, or if you would like to call it like the bug out bag. The bug out bag, the survival kit. So it's kind of like this stuff is what I would take on a little adventure. This stuff I keep in my bag, but I take it out for little adventures. But I would take this stuff in like a real emergency or something like that if we had to evacuate or something. So let's just start going through each thing. So in a bug out situation, all of this stuff would be together, but for just like a little adventure, I don't need to have like 3 jars of peanut butter and extra weight because it's not necessary and I don't need it. But for a real emergency, it would be very necessary. So from my last video, you can see that I took out a lot of stuff and I did make many improvements. If you want to check out my video about what I've changed and stuff, well, not what I've changed, but what I used to keep in it, go check it out. The link will be in the description, and of course it's on my YouTube channel, but links in the description. But let's start checking out what we got. Okay, so the day pack. Let's just start talking about stuff. Got a Sharpie, I got a little pen, which has a little laser as well. I have some extra headphones in case I want to listen to some music, a garbage bag, and a little Ziploc bag so it stays doesn't unfold. But I could use this for like a poncho or making a little shelter or something to sit on or whatever. Have a little waterproof bag. I could put like my chargers or something in here. I have a titanium light my fire spoon and fork. I'm not the biggest fan of sporks, they're a bit annoying, but I like having this because it is very light, but if I want to eat something or I'm out and about and I have like something to snack on, or for the peanut butter, I can eat it with this. I have 2 little Tic Tac containers with extra money. Costa Rican money, in case I am out in town or whatever and then I need to pick up a snack or something, I have some money. This money is sometimes like what will come in handy the most often. Not having like weird little survival gadgets, but money. So I have extra money. I have a little multi-tool. It's not an actual Leatherman, but it's by the brand Snap-on. It's basically the same as the Leatherman. Normal pliers, little saw, some knives, screwdrivers, the basics. Comes in handy. I got a little ferrocerium rod. This is the Bear Grylls. Throws a decent spark. Got that for starting my fires. I got a normal lighter. Sometimes just having a lighter makes it that much easier and quicker. And I put some duct tape around it in case I need to patch something up or have a little cut or something. I can put some duct tape on it. I have a little mace, so if there's like an animal or something trying to get after me, I can spray this at them quickly, and that should keep them away at first. I could spray this at their face, and if this gets in their eyes, then they won't be able to see as well, and they'll be a bit annoyed, so it won't be like they can't attack me as easily. And then I'll be able to get my knife out and be like, ah. So I got my survival knife. Also Bear Grylls, awesome knife. They have their ultimate survival knife, which is pretty cool, but I like this one better because it's not as ginormous and it has paracord wrapped around the handle, so I could take that off if I needed to, and this knife works perfectly fine. It's got a nice sheath that I can put on a belt if I wanted to. I have another little multi-tool. So this would go into my pocket because it has a little knife, has some little blades, some toothpick, some little tweezers and stuff. Little stuff that comes in handy. I got this thing, which is I took a piece of paper and wrote some important phone numbers on it and put it in a Ziploc bag. So local emergency number, taxi, and just some stuff like that on it. Could come in handy. I got 2 waterproof bags. This is a small one and a medium one. So the reason I have waterproof bags and stuff, not only to keep stuff dry obviously, but you can collect water, and the main reason is because I'm usually making videos about what I'm doing and stuff, so I need to keep everything dry because it does rain a lot down here in Costa Rica, so I need to keep everything dry. That's why I have waterproof bags. I got a flashlight. I don't really like having that many electronics, but you know, when you're making videos, you end up with lots of electronics, all these chargers and all this stuff. So I try to not have too many other electronics. I just have one flashlight with AAA batteries, and I got some extra AAA batteries somewhere else, which you will see soon. But yeah, this flashlight is actually really awesome. I dropped it in water, like completely submersed, and I couldn't find it, and then I was able to get it out, and it still works fine. So it's somewhat waterproof, which is good to know. I got this waterproof case. This is made for an iPhone, so I could put like an iPhone or any kind of phone or anything inside of it. But I can also put other stuff, so I could put like, I can actually fit multiple phones in here, Malaya, as well as chargers and stuff like that. Gotta keep your electronics dry. I got this little pouch thing, which I keep two pieces of tin foil folded up, so I could use that in emergency to boil water if I needed to. I have this homemade spool tool full of paracord. Good to have lots of paracord. I got this roll of duct tape. I just wrapped it around itself a bunch of times, and very light. Duct tape is very awesome. It's kindling. It can work as a bandage. It can work as cordage, basically. You can use it to patch up stuff like your tarp or clothing, even if you needed to. Got that. I have this platypus. So I have a platypus because, okay, I'm just going to open this. You guys are like, what's a platypus? Platypus is this weird animal. But anyways, this is a 2-liter, actually it's more than 2 liters, it's 3 liters. A 3-liter bag, which I can fill up with water. And the reason I have this is to combine it with a filter, which I keep inside of this stainless steel bottle. So if I open up my stainless steel bottle, I have this Sawyer filter, which combined with this is an awesome way to purify water. Fill this up with water from a river or a creek or something, attach Sawyer filter, and then I can filter water and drink it right out of this, or I could filter it into my bottle or into one of these bags or something, but that's why I have this. The Sawyer filter actually comes with this little bag, but it's small and it sucks because you have to refill it every like 2 seconds. With this, I can do lots of water instead of having to refill the little bag over and over. So that's why I added a much larger bag instead of that tiny bag. And stainless steel bottle. In my last video about my bug out bag, I didn't have a stainless steel bottle, so that was pretty bad. That was a pretty bad bug out bag without having a stainless steel bottle. So now I can actually boil water right out of this if I needed to, and it's just a bottle. So a bottle means that it keeps water in, so that also means that it will keep water out. So if it's dry inside, I can keep other things inside of here if I needed to. But I'd rather have water and stuff in there. And inside of there I also keep this bandana, so I can put this on my face and sneak around the jungle and scare people. No, this is to purify water, as well as like keep myself cool by putting this wet and then putting it on the back of my neck. And as well, which fits in there. It's not a nice, perfect fit, but it's all right. It's a titanium cup, which I'm stuttering, guys, sorry. With this little bail handle that I made out of some brass wire. So I just wrapped it around and then wrapped it around itself and made like a little hook so I could put this on a fire and then scoop this off with a knife or a stick without burning my fingers, because I always burn my fingers on these things, like burn my fingers. So with this, I don't burn my fingers. Obviously I'm not going to use my finger to get the odd off, but I would use something like a knife to pick bucket up, like a bucket, and then put it aside of the fire to let it cool off and then drink it. I keep a first aid kit, so let's check out what's inside this first aid kit. I'll do it real quick because, you know, first aid kits, it's just like the basics. but everyone probably wants to know what's inside of it. So this first aid kit I put together myself, so you can't buy one made like this already, but this is what I put inside of mine. Have some fishing line at the top, just not for first aid. Well, I could use it for sewing, like skin together or something, but just to have some fishing wire, comes in handy. I got some Panadol for like allergies or something, some activated charcoal. I have some painkillers. Wait a moment. Sorry guys, let me turn the exposure down a bit. There, that's a bit better. It was a bit bright there. I got some antiseptic wipes, more antiseptic wipes, and the rest of this is just Band-Aids. I got some mirror, a little mirror. I got some tin foil, just a wrap to wrap up like if I get cut or something. Some Q-tips, Advil, some eardrops, some extra batteries, some tweezers, some nail clippers, some floss, which could be used for sewing, some more duct tape, and just like the basics and some other stuff that I've added. So that's basically my first aid kit. It's not like an awesome one, so I don't I like having a first aid kit just to have like quick access to like if I get a little cut or something so it doesn't get infected. But I don't not too big about like having all this crazy first aid kit stuff. So we are done with the day kit part of the bag, and we are going to move on to the more like long-term and survival kit over there. So let's go over there. So the first thing we're going to go into is this big Tupperware. So it fits nicely into my bag because it's not too thick, but it does have lots of room for stuff, and there is plenty of room left. So the reason I like a Tupperware is because it's waterproof, so anything in here will not get wet. So on the top I keep some black duct tape wrapped around an old credit card. I like having duct tape, comes in use. I have a big, large waterproof bag. I could use this to collect water or to put electronics or camera gear inside of in case it's raining or something. Keep an extra bandana. I keep 4 mini Tic Tac containers. I mean, they're not Tic Tac, Altoids containers. This one is empty, so I could put some stuff in there. This one has 2 little super glues. Super glue can be used to close wounds as well as fix like maybe pieces of gear or something. I have in the third one, it is filled with fishing hooks as well as some toilet paper just so that it doesn't like rattle around. But I got lots of fishing hooks because that would be a good way for me to get food down here. So remember, this is long term, so that's why I have stuff like that. And, oh, wrong side. And 4th Altoids container full of matches as well as its striking pad thing. So if each one of these lights a fire, that is a lot of fires in such a small container. As well as 4 ordinary Bic lighters, 3 mini, 1 large, so easy way of starting fire. I keep some extra floss, a good amount of fishing line. This is like way more than this roll came with this thinner fishing line, but I actually took it all off and put some stronger kind on, which is made for like 40-pound test. The one that came on here was like for 9-pound. I put some 40-pound test fishing line. So usually most of the time you aren't going to be fishing, but here there's the ocean, there's rivers, so I can fish. So that's why I like to have lots of fishing line. As well as this cool thing that I did is I duct taped some fishing hooks and some weights to the bottom of it in there so I could get to them. I have some more extra money, just a few dollars, but in Costa Rican money. Extra big piece of tin foil wrapped up. Tons of uses, guys. You guys probably know all the uses already, but just for you guys, people who are new, use it for make a dry platform for starting a fire. You can use this to clean your cookware. You can put it on top of your pot to make your water boil faster if it doesn't come with a lid already. You can use this for tons of different stuff. So good to have it. It barely takes up any space. Very tiny. Comes in handy. 2 compasses. This is my main compass, which is in here, and then I have this mini little button compass. I have 8 AAA batteries. These are all extra batteries for my flashlight, which I showed you guys earlier. So in long term, I want to have lots of batteries. They will run out at some point, but this will last me quite a long time if I use them sparingly. So if maybe it's just for like like a week until we get help or something, then I will have my flashlight with all these batteries will last for quite a decent amount of time. Here's the 2 lids, which go to the 2 super glues, which I showed you guys earlier. Here's 2 more big sheets of tin foil and a bit of paracord, as well as a bit more. And this all fits easily into this Tupperware. So I could fit way more stuff in there, like I could squish more things in there. And if it was like I needed to keep something dry, or like I had some food or something, maybe some fish, and I needed to keep it, I could take this stuff out, put it in the bag, and I could put food in here because it is a Tupperware, so it's made for food, so it can keep stuff. It's made to keep food in, so I could keep food in here if I needed to. But for now, I just keep all of that stuff nicely organized because lots of little stuff will get lost in your bag. So I like to just be able to pull this out and get what little pieces I need. So now that we're done with that, I also got 3 jars of peanut butter. Each one of these has enough calories for 1 day. So if you use these sparingly, this could last you more than 72 hours. So many calories in such a small jar. Like, where else can you find enough calories for 1 day in such a small jar without having to cook it? You don't have to cook it or any preparing. You just open it and you can just start eating it with your finger or however. So that's an awesome way of having food. Lots of calories, protein, all the stuff you need. So this pot is like awesome. I just got this because my mom came back from the States, and this is like just so cool. I finally have a pot to boil my water and stuff. So I have I put some more things which didn't come with it inside. No, the bandana stuff. So it is a cool stainless steel pot which comes with a handle, so I could put it over fire and boil some water. And I put this bandana inside to keep everything inside of it nicely organized. So I have more paracord. Guys, if you don't have lots of paracord or some sort of cordage in your bag, please keep a lot of cordage because it comes in handy. You don't realize it, but until you're out there surviving or something, you realize how handy having lots of paracord is. I have this little cool like little survival. You guys have seen this in a bunch of my videos, but it's a cool little survival gadget thing. It has compass, magnifying glass, mirror, fire starter, flashlight, bunch of little cool gadgets. Talked about it a million times, and that's 1,000,001. I have my pocket survival kit. I think maybe I would put this pocket survival kit into my day pack, which is over there, that way, because it is a pocket kit, so I could put this in my pocket. But for now, I just put it in here. More tin foil. This is like the 5th time, maybe more than 5th, like 10th time I've showed you guys tin foil. Tin foil has so many uses, so light, barely takes up any space, so that's why I have lots of tin foil. And inside of here, I have a bandana. So me personally, and probably most of you, like to keep your bags like nice and stealthy. That's why I have my bag like black, tactical black, so it's hard to see like at nighttime and stuff. And I try to keep everything inside of my bag with like in a way that it doesn't like rattle. So like imagine if you had a bunch of metal things in here and they were all rattling and you're trying to sneak around. It's just so annoying, and everyone's gonna find you, as well as you're gonna scare animals away if you're trying to hunt or anything like that. So I like to try to be quiet. So one of the best ways is like wrapping your stuff in like bandanas and putting bandanas in spaces so that it won't rattle. So I keep this cup which came with it, which fits in there nice and snug, so I could boil some water or something and then put it into here so I don't burn my hands off trying to hold the cup, and then I could drink it, make some tea or whatever. And yeah, that is basically that is what I add to my long-term bag, as well as a nice machete. So I could use this machete for cutting through like the jungle and stuff. Here, there's tons of jungle, so when you try to like go through the jungle, there's like plants and vines everywhere. So having a machete is like key, like almost better than having a survival knife, because without this you can't really go anywhere. So good machete, as well as this waterproof dry sack. This is a 13-liter bag. So if I want to, I could keep clothes in here. That's what it's made for. But I could also keep stuff like water or camera gear or whatever it may be in here to keep it dry. So that is what I add to make my bag long term, or if you would like to call it the bug out bag, with all of this stuff added. And as for sleeping, I have a Kelty Salida 2. So this tent is made for 2 people. If it's one person very comfortably, 2 people can fit. And this I don't keep in my bag, but I keep it out. But if like an emergency or something, bug out situation or whatever, evacuate, I would take this. So I have somewhere to sleep, as well as like if it was raining, like me and my whole family could fit in here just to like stay dry while it's raining at least. So here's the tent all set up. It is a very, very quick setup because the pegs, well not the pegs, but like the pegs that go all the way across, these things pop right into place. So it is super easy to set up. Pop it right in. And that's how all of it is. So it's a freestanding tent. You don't need any ropes or trees to help. You have the tent set to help you set up the tent. And here it is with the rain cover. So this would make it completely waterproof. It could be pouring and you will stay dry with this. So it's really cool how this top piece goes on. All it uses is a clip at each corner to connect it down. So this tent is like, you can set it up quick, just as quick as any other tent. It's insane how fast you can set it up, and really awesome how you don't need any ropes or anything to help you set it up. Freestanding tent. So it does come with some stakes. It came with these stainless steel stakes, but I went ahead and got rid of those and got some titanium stakes, which are stronger and lighter. And these ones have orange, so they're hard to lose. And this really cool thing that you can do with this tent, take the side by the door, then you can stake the waterproof like sheath thing that goes over top. And if I zip it open, you can see I have all this nice space in here to keep that I could put, like, if I wanted to, I could put my shoes and stuff instead of putting them in my tent, and they would stay dry, but they would be outside so they wouldn't get inside of my tent dirty. So I would have a decent amount of space that would stay nice and dry. So this is my shelter, Kelty Salida 2. Kelty Salida makes awesome tents. I definitely would suggest this tent. I am going to get a hammock for like little like hiking trips where I just want to set up a little hammock to rest in or hang out in or sleep in. But this tent is pretty awesome. So yeah, this is my shelter. So thanks for watching, guys. This is my version of my bug out bag. I know everyone likes to have their different things in it and what they would change if this was their bag, but this is the way that I like it, and I will definitely always be improving. That's what I like, always be improving. So if you have any suggestions about stuff that I should add, please leave it in the comments. There's one thing that I'm going to add, which I'm probably going to go add right now, is a pencil sharpener, just to help me like if I'm trying to start a fire. But this is my bag. Everything that I would need to survive, which help me and my family survive. So I got first aid, I covered first aid, boiling water, cooking, hunting, like money, fire starting, some food, enough food to last us a little while, but then hunt and also other stuff. I got tons of little survival stuff, which would come in handy. And yeah, thanks for watching. I really appreciate all the support that you guys give me. That's like better than anything, all the support that you guys give me. You guys are always saying how awesome and like how you guys like my videos, and I really appreciate it. So thank you guys for motivating me to make lots of more videos. If it wasn't for you guys, if I had no support, I don't think I would want to make videos. Like, no point. But since everyone seems to like them, guess I'll keep making videos. Time to pack my bag up and go eat. Whew. Fun video to make. I've been really antsy about making this video because I've made so many changes to it that I just can't wait. I couldn't stop. I couldn't wait any longer to make this video. So yeah, if you want to see my old bag, which compared to this looks horrible, but compared to this version of it, this is way better. So link to that video will be in the description. And as always, make sure you have the lightest bag possible, because the lighter your bag is, the more miles you can hike, or adventure, the less weight you have to carry. And it's because if I have extra weight, then that's space that I can keep some camera gear, as well as maybe some more snacks and some extra clothes. So yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Woohoo!